Greetings, everyone. Welcome to this wonderful program we call OMG Live Caribbean. I am the fabulous, wonderful Caribbean sex symbol, Penelope Spencer. Thanks for gracing me with your presence, darlings. Hi. We are thrilled to be back with you in this weekly gathering as usual, and I am together with my fellow co-hosts. One is a little late. We hoping she's coming soon. And starting with you, Richard, you want to say a little shout out?
Welcome, lovely people. Richard Young here, known also for bringing sexy back. Justin Timberlake and one nothing with me. Thanks so much for being with us today. I'm so delighted that you chose to be with us this evening on OMG Live, the Caribbean.
Hi, everybody. Cecilia Salazar here from wonderful, lovely Trinidad and Tobago, as we all know, Petty Valley to be exact. I'm so glad to be here joining you all on OMG Live Caribbean.
Okay, you're great. Let's jump in.
You're leaving me out.
It's true. Sorry, darling.
Here's Selvon Abrahams from Trinidad and Tobago, from Maracas Valley, and of course we're missing Vaughnette, everybody. But we need some happiness today, right? So let's go.
So lots of and everybody, please share our live on your timelines now. All right, everybody, ready, set, share.
Share like quick sharing in the audience. Share, right.
Yeah, let's get some more people, joining in on the fun.
Yes. People, let's jump right into it. Let's take a quick look at what's on in today's show.
Today, in the OMG Game Time Challenge, we'll be playing a game called What's the Capital Of? So I hope you all know your Caribbean island capitals. We'll be featuring a brand new music video dedicated to all those missing the greatest show on earth, Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. It's sung by Miguel Maestre, called Carnival, I Miss You.
We also have some clips from the incredible world of TikTok to get you laughing and thinking. A movie trailer from a brand new movie called Queen Pins. You know Kingpins? So, Kingpins out there? Well, this is called Queen Pins. Look out for the girls are coming. Plus, we're excited to have our charming Miss Ali-Kerr to let you know about how to lead with care. And live, we might have someone from Jamaica. We're not sure she'll get on yet, but she might be here. And we have all that and much more in today's OMG Live Caribbean.
Yeah. I want to say a special shout out to our guy in the sky, Selvon.
Good night.
I mean, honestly, he's the glue holding this whole thing together. Yes. And okay, so now it's my turn. He's the one, the gorilla glue. Now, on another self-promoting piece of news, did you all see me on The View yesterday? Yeah.
I did.
Yes, I was a part of the virtual studio audience on The View.
Look at
that. There I am.
That went so fast.
Okay, show it one more time, Stephen. Just one more time.
Yes. What? Which block on the left?
The one in the middle. In the middle.
You come, sir.
And a red dress.
Right.
Let me reprieve it for you. Let me reprieve it. See, it was a very elegant club. Oh no, y'all, it was a lot of fun, and it's something I always wanted to go on to The View. I mean, in live, to go there and see, because I really love that show, as you all know. And well, now it's virtual. I got to go in the virtual audience.
Yeah.
So.
You were the only Caribbean person.
Yes,
there?
I was the only Caribbean person there. You can tell, right? And I met people and I told them all I was from Trinidad and Tobago, and I told them all we have a show, OMG. So, you know, the view, watch out, we're coming.
Very nice.
Very good.
Well, one piece of news that rocked us today in Trinidad and Tobago was the passing of Roy Lewis, known as Utala Masimba, and better known as Brother Resistance. He was a cultural icon. He served as the president of TUCO, which is Trinidad and Tobago Unified Calypsonians Organization. Rapso was pioneered by Resistance, a subgenre of Calypso developed in the 70s, and he served as a mentor to many of today's popular Rapso artists. He was also a founding member with Corriga Mandela of Network Rhythm Band.
Yeah. The Queen's Royal College graduate from Laventille was also very active in the Black Power movement during his days as a student at the University of the West Indies. Resistance was considered an excellent poet, and over the years he was invited to lecture and read at prestigious universities around the world. Brother Resistance, fellow Masimba, 67 years old.
I only want to know you. I only want to know you, mother. To know you is to love you, mother earth. Oh, mother earth. Is it too late? 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 Is it too late to save the earth? To save the earth. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for justice. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for culture. Ring the bell down there. Ring the bell for freedom. Ring the bell down there. I said to ring up the bell for the rhapsody. Ring the bell down there. Bring it all over. Bring it all over. Bring it all over. Bring it all over. Hey.
Never ever worry, what I'm saying is true.
So true.
Always consider somebody's suffering more than you.
I say we have life, it have hope. So even when you find it hard for you to cope, come on, I say to wipe your tears away. Kiss yourself and hug yourself and let the music play.
Oh,
Whew.
That was
giant.
a classic shot. I love that shot almost in Pagua. You know, it's kind of contradiction. It's beautiful. It shows the eclecticism of our space, you know, because he's such an Afro symbol, and there he is in a Pagua color, you know. And
Trinidad and Tobago, you see, he was a real Trinity to the bone. I remember I did a piece to his Mother Earth. This piece where I was playing Mother Earth, and she was upset with the whole world, and it used to start with that song, and I used to come through the audience with this whole torn up dress and big uncomfortable dress, and hearing brother voice in the background. I mean, he was a phenomenal kind of.
And those songs that he have there are timeless. Mother Earth, he's been singing about saving the earth, y'all. That song must be about 20 years old, and we still can't save the earth. And we still have to keep ringing the bell for the culture, right? He was a pioneer, and we can't let him down now. We have to carry on and stand firm for the culture.
And he likes experimenting, you know, because I had him in a lot of my fashion shows, and he would come and he would come to the rehearsals. I would dress him in the designer that he would sing for, and he would come and, you know, integrate with the models. And he was always gracious and humble, and he always wanted to do it. You know, he never told me no, you know, and that was really special.
And I think this morning, I mean, I sobbed. I think all of us did. And I went back to his music, and it kind of reminded me that we shouldn't wait for something like this to happen to listen to that beautiful music, you know. But what it reminded me of is that it's such a timeless thing that it doesn't matter when it's beautiful.
Yeah, his music is wonderful. And Kern Samuel did a remake of one of his songs the other day. I will put it in the group. I forgot. It was beautiful. Anyway,
That's
God rest
wonderful.
his soul and go and sleep in his
Yes.
pocket.
Gosh.
Rest in peace.
Yes. Right.
All right, so let's see what our fans, our faithful viewers joining us on social media tonight.
Lots this
Camille.
morning.
Yes.
Paige came in at 8:01. Paige was there, right? Saying hi
Right.
to everybody.
Hi, Paige.
Ali-Kerr said hi to everyone. Blue Jean Scarlett says, G, get them, Richard. They ain't want nothing with you. My love, meaning yes. Right? Patricia Batiste says hello to everyone. And Christine Jack is back again, probably here to win all the prizes again today.
Very nice. Oh, the game is wonderful tonight.
Yes, that's true.
Very
It wouldn't be so easy tonight. Well,
Hi, people.
unless you remember your Caribbean.
Hi, Akka. Wonderful for joining us. So we go in one time.
Yeah. Let's jump into our first segment for today. What was one thing you were happy about this week?
I could tell you all this morning, because of this whole thing about the resistance, if you needed to look at what comes out of this that could be positive, and although it was hard to do, what I felt was that the legacy of brother resistance we need to be thankful for. Because I felt like in the 80s, I was a creative in the 80s. If you all don't know, I know you all do, but I was in the cloth as a fashion designer. And he, as Richard said, he was there. He was present, even in the fashion industry. And when I look at Facebook today and all of the social media platforms, you have people like Ataclan and Rubadiri Victor and Freetown Collective with pictures of him, which meant that he wasn't just there talking and, talking. He was physically there in our space. So he was present, and I'm really, really happy about his legacy.
Yeah, as Trikanal will say, or Wendell will say that he wouldn't even know what Rapso was. Brother Resistance was the first person that made him even aware, what you're doing is Rapso. Oh, Rapso. He was a big brother and a father to them all, and he's a wonderful, generous man.
Yes. Cheryl Byron, who was one of the first female in Rapso too. I remember two of them, they were so close. She and him, they were together, and they really pioneered Rapso. And now they're both gone.
And he doesn't take the credit really for it, even though he was the one that mobilized it. He says Lancelot Lane was the originator of the Rapso movement. And
definitely.
So his humility is definitely something that is a legacy of this grandmaster of the cultural art.
You all know, Vaughnette Bigford is in the audience today. She says, hi. Look how you looking at Ali like a spectator, she says. Hi, Vaughnette. We miss you.
Kirk Cambridge Delpesh is there. He says the panel looks fabulous.
Oh, we look fabulous. So what else made you happy? Penelope, what made you happy this week?
Camp Tippy Tambo!
Yay! I was hoping you'd say that.
It's going to be fun, the best vacation camp for the summer. People, we're going to have wonderful time, have celebrity visits, we're going to have games, we're going to sing, we're going to dance, we're going to shake, we're going to some PK, and we're going to do, it's going to be fun. That is what's making me happy, So 683-4843, that's the number if you want to get inside, 683-4843 or 798-1919. That's what makes me happy.
A lot of electricity, because that's a huge plug. I love it. I'm supporting you. And anything you need of me from both of you all, I love that. Promoting the culture is really important. We need to be happy about that. So what you all are doing is really, really visionary.
Yes.
Today's
names promoting too. Some good names.
Today is somebody's birthday. So that's the first thing I bounced upon before our Vikings birthday Ian Antonio Alvarez, Gonzalez's birthday is today. And that was the first thing I saw before seeing the sad news. So I went from sending off a little greeting to, oh my God, you know, so it's now going to be a memorable day in 2 ways, you know. But what I want to say I'm happy about is being able to complete tasks. I have a challenge, and I'm forcing myself, and I talked this with Stephen several times, and I have been able to complete some tasks, you know, force the deadline on myself and accomplish it. And in the last week, I launched the fact that I'm going to do a book. I'm releasing a book on my birthday. A month it's going to be released on Amazon. And I am very happy that I'm being pushed again. It's this thing of completing tasks because I'm constantly having stopped short all the time. And now I'm pushed by our voice in the sky, Stephen, as well as Sonia Noel from Guyana. They're pushing me and I'm getting it done. So thank you.
Excellent. That is so wonderful.
So we're moving along.
Yes, move along. So now we move along after we're all happy and we head over to Meanwhile on TikTok.
Go ahead.
You know something? Our parents and grandparents didn't grow up with sweet, tender love. At least some people say that. But as we see today, many children are nurtured with care, love, and understanding, even discussions. There's a lot more discussion happening. Long time it's do that, don't do that. Back in the day, a child had to know his or her place. Do as you're told, never talk back. One look from your mother, and you know what you needed to do. And don't change your tone or your behavior because you know what might be coming. However, that type of tough love left many without the ability to love and to show love. Take a look here at the Only Muja Jal, strange name, on TikTok.
I was sitting in the living room and I was crying. I was going through something real bad, and you know, I remember yelling out, nobody loves me. I keep trying to give my love to people and no one loves me. Why won't anybody love me, right? And so my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was like 7 at the time, and she comes and she tries to hug me in the middle of my emotions. I go, Symphony, not right now. Just give mommy a moment. And she says, but mommy, I love you. And it stopped me in my tracks, and it struck me, you know, so deep to my core. And I looked at her and I said, huh? And she said, I love you, Mom. And I hugged her and I just cried and she cried. And once we were done, she said, Mommy, why is it when I try to hug you, you don't hug me back? And I said, what do you mean? And then I started to think back on the times where she would hug me and I would just kind of sit there and I didn't know how to accept the warm or the embracement from my child, right? Because I had never received it from my own, and mine had never received it from hers, and so forth and so on. Now, every moment that I get, this kid now tells me I hug her too much, because what I realized is I wish someone had caught it when I was 7 years old, and I was begging to be loved, and I was begging to be held, and I was begging for attention, and nobody gave it to me. That curse had to stop here with me and mine. I didn't want to see my daughter get older and have girls of her own and not know how to show love to them. These generational curses stop with us. We can't be like our parents and we can't be like our grandparents. And if you come from a great home, God bless. But for some of us, it's a curse that keeps living.
Amen, sister. Amen.
This is so true.
Yeah, boy.
Our parents don't know about that love, but that hugging up and that kissing and telling you constantly that I love you. You know, a lot of parents not like that at all. And especially to boys, boys, they don't hear that or see that or feel that kind of love.
And we don't get a lot of self-praise. You don't get, Sharon, you are amazing. You're doing a great job. You always find Sharon being told. And I really get where she's coming from, because I try very much with my children to always tell them that they are amazing. They're going to do. I'm proud of them no matter what they do.
Yeah. Anyway, this next video perfectly captures the pain and despair many feel these days without money in their pockets. Here is at Montana Montabasco on TikTok.
Such character. It looks so forlorn.
Don't know what to do with himself.
So sad.
All right. So, you all know about Prakash, the dog on TikTok? Y'all know about him? This week, Prakash lost his love interest to another dog and is being counseled by his passionate owner. Here is Trinidad Truth on TikTok.
Prakash, for your own good, and need to move on. What's you, man, happy and comfortable under the tree, man? They can cry, pray to God, post status how much you want. That woman is not going to care about your tears. That woman is a bag of worries. Will that woman be there for you any night when you're crying? I just be the one.
There is some connection to penal in that, That's a penal tone,
Very much so.
Oh my God.
Well, you all know I love fruits. I always talk about it. I grew up with fruits. For many years, my mother would get up in the morning. Our day started with fruit. In fact, if I don't have it, I am topsy-turvy, So I get up in the morning, and now I return it by preparing fruits for every morning. I do it as my chore, but I do it with love. I prepare fruit for her every morning. This next gentleman, however, is showing us how he prepares his morning with a fruit platter. And a little dab of nut butter. Ladies, let's enjoy this feast. Here is Caio Montenegro on TikTok.
Come on, come on, come on. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know. I wanna know you. Come and talk to me.
Why?
I don't follow much people on TikTok, but I think I'm going to follow him. What's his name there?
Oh my God.
Caio Montenegro.
What was the video was about again? What it was about?
Fruits.
About what?
Fruits and nut butter.
I just saw flesh. I didn't see fruit.
Oh gosh, that was wonderful. What a treat.
Wow.
Well, peeps,
Okay.
that's it for this episode of Meanwhile on TikTok. We now head out to Guadeloupe for this little virtual treat. Hey,
Beautiful island. Beautiful island.
Loved it. I did a tour there, I remember. I love Guadeloupe. I love Martinique. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français, Penelope?
Yeah. Oui. Let's go up next to Hot Topics.
Well, we start off in Antigua and Barbuda. Several staff members of the Antigua and Barbuda Labor Department were asked to go home on Friday morning after showing up for work in jeans against the wishes of the Labor Commissioner, Eltonia Rojas. Deputy Commissioner and Permanent Secretary of the Ministry apparently agreed with staff that jeans could be worn to work on Fridays, provided they were not distressed. However, Rojas allegedly called the police, asking for their assistance to remove the staff members. The staff remained on the premises of the Labor Department as they were instructed by the Antigua and Barbuda Public Service Association not to leave the building until the Labor Commission has issued them an official letter.
Yo, I think we should go to see what our fans are saying, Salazar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see what our fans are saying, okay?
Going straight there, yes, because Lisa is here.
Oh, really?
Lisa is here,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Right.
Nice. Dion McNichol Stevenson is there again. Hi, Dion. You're so there all the time. Thank you. And Nadia Bryan also.
Nydia Byron.
Nydia, we
Byron.
haven't seen you in a while, girlfriend. We miss you.
We miss you, girlfriend.
Hi, Patricia Batiste.
Lots of lovers.
Yes, Vaughnette couldn't make it
Vaughnette is still
today.
going over penal. She has a long sentence that says penal, so she's still killing herself probably wherever she is about penal. And Treldon Lane, nice show. I think Treldon Lane is new, so thank you, Treldon Lane, for coming in and seeing this show.
Thank you, Bourgeois Scarlett or Eugene Scarlett. We gotta get your name right. Thank you.
Right. Good. So we're moving on to that beauty of Bahamas.
Bahamas.
We're going Bahamas. We're gonna take a look.
Well. All right. Yes, well, I have to say, I performed with Peter Minshall at Bahamas, in Bahamas, at the Atlantis Hotel, Tantan and Singapore, yeah?
Thanks for that.
Yes.
Good. Next, we have someone very dear to my heart. She's Aka Ali-Kerr, the daughter of legendary Trinidad actress Myron Ali, my most beloved friend, whom I miss dearly. Myron is also the mother of the immensely talented soca superstar Ola Tunji. Tadawa! Aka recently launched a new book that celebrates care, leadership, and care. If you knew Myron as we did, you would know that this book speaks to her mother's legacy of always expressing her passion and love for people.
I have been asked on many occasions, Aka, where did you get the passion and the love for people? And it dawned on me, I got it from my mom. You see, my mom was a teacher, and as a young adult, I would go to school with her from time to time. The first day, I was absolutely speechless. As we drove into the compound, Mommy stopped. She spoke to the security guard. Then as she drove, the parents would blow their horns and wave at Mom. As she reached closer to the classroom, the children ran and gave her a hug. And I realized that was Mommy's normal. And Mommy told me two things that I've kept with me. Care is a verb. It's a doing and a telling word. And care is only care when the person receiving appreciates and acknowledges that they feel cared for. I have used those words of wisdom as my anchor as a leader. Everything that I do, everything that I say, my manner, how I articulate my thoughts, when I'm coaching persons, when I'm training, when I'm giving feedback, even when I'm holding persons accountable. In this book, The Master Guide to Leadership Through the Lens of Care, I have shared my 20 years of experience. It's a practical book that is an easy read that shares with leaders, young and experienced, how care, when rooted in everything that we do, it is magic. We have to be leaders that we would like to follow. So I share with you, show care and be the ultimate high performance leader.
Oh, y'all just want to make me cry tonight. Just want to
Thank you so much, Akka, for all life's richest blessings as you follow your passion. Ladies and gentlemen, and now this.
Tonight, we are happy to welcome Miss Lisa Taylor Stone, live from Jamaica, to our set. Lisa is the head of Development Cooperation and Resource Mobilization of the OECS. Welcome, Lisa. It's we're really glad to have you join us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me. So I'm Jamaican, but I'm based in St. Lucia. So that's where I'm joining from.
Oh, right now. Okay. You're a Caribbean woman.
Absolutely.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Richard. How are you?
I am fine. She is a powerhouse woman. Eh? She's going to be very humble, but I'm telling you, she's a powerhouse woman. We just worked together on a project. Can you tell us, for all who may not know, and even for those who know of this term, but they need a little enlightenment, what is the OECS? What is that? The Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States.
The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States really is an economic union. And the economic union is supported by the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Commission, which really carries out the administrative functions to serve 11 member states across the Eastern Caribbean. So the Eastern Caribbean is a compilation of more than 11 member states, but just 11 are included as part of the OECS. So our duty as the OECS Commission is to make development happen within our member states. So we implement and execute projects on the ground and mobilize resources to fund those projects. 100% of funding that we receive goes back out to the community. We do projects in the area of environmental sustainability, economic growth and development. And I just want to backtrack a little bit on the economic union. And it's an economic bloc such as the European Union, but I believe it's a little bit more advanced because, for example, you don't need a passport to travel from one OECS member state to another. You can travel on your driver's license. So there are tremendous benefits to be gained. For example, you can come over from Antigua, for example, and Barbuda, enter St. Lucia, you don't need a work permit, that type of thing. So there are tremendous benefits for being a part of the economic union. There's also a single monetary currency, the EC dollar, and for the past 45 years, it has been one US to 2.7 EC.
Wow.
Yeah, we know when we have to travel. I know you recently, you're talking about fundraising, and we know you recently produced a massive fundraising virtual concert to help the devastation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines with Nicole Dyer Griffiths, O2N Foundation, and OMG. So tell us how successful were you at raising funds and what has been the outcome? Because we know our good friend Richard was involved as well.
Yes, absolutely. And just to say that the O2N Foundation team was absolutely amazing, and we could not have done it without them. When the volcano erupted in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the commission was quite quick on its feet in terms of what it is that we needed to do internally. So there are quite a number of initiatives that was organized. The virtual showcase was just one of them, the Stronger Together. We are a global family. And I mean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is probably about a 30-minute plane ride away. We were being affected by ash. So it hit us personally, right? So the virtual showcase that was produced as part of the Stronger Together campaign, we were able to raise about $100,000 US, and we're going to be having a handover shortly. However, in addition to that, there are other in-kind benefits that came in as a result of the campaign, as well as other efforts that was being done by the OECS Commission on a diplomatic bilateral level, where containers of relief items were donated to St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a result of our ability to leverage our partnership network. For example, JetBlue came on board. There was Afia Foundation that donated probably about $200,000 worth of supplies. Those were flown into St. Vincent and the Grenadines by JetBlue. We had corporate sponsors, for example, from Jamaica, the Jamaica Stock Exchange coming on board, relaunching the page as well. We had sponsors from as far as Dubai, the Rift Trust in Dubai that donated to the program. There was Bank of St. Lucia, Guardian Group, NCB Jamaica Limited, and so forth. So the corporates really came together to work. And for the very first time, the commission was able to tap community. So for example, persons who wanted to donate $5 on the platform was able to do so, you know, and it really allowed us to go into a new realm of raising funds. It really was something else, and we had a lot of value out of that, and it was our absolute pleasure. The campaign continues because there's quite a bit of recovery work that needs to happen now as the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines build back their lives.
Thank you. That's wonderful. That's so admirable.
Yeah, boy.
Wow.
Wow.
Tell me, why is the OECS just for the Eastern Caribbean states? How come the other islands in the Caribbean are not part of the OECS?
All right. So as I had mentioned before, it's an economic union, and the entire population of the Eastern Caribbean is just under 1.5 million persons. All right. And it takes on the model of economies of scale. So because the islands are so tiny, they come together, pool their resources, and make great things happen. So it's not about being exclusive in terms of the benefits, because each member state pay due to the OECS Commission, and that is what basically funds our operations and so forth. What we've done, we've extended our partnership network outside of the Eastern Caribbean. So we have projects that we implement jointly with other governments that are funded by bilateral and multilateral arrangements as well. We have partners right across the Caribbean and globally as well. And that's a model of development that we are trying to push in. And I'd just like to mention the Sustainable Development Movement that was coined in 2019 into 2020. What we were able to do was use that particular summit to reach over 14 million worldwide with the messaging of sustainable development and innovation and growth. And we use this event as a spectacle to place the OECS Commission on the map. And we push the message of inclusion, because we have to be an inclusive space, you know. The water divides us, but it unites us. So that is what we are pushing. So whilst other countries aren't a part of the economic bloc, we certainly partner and deliver value that is reciprocated, that includes all CARICOM countries and countries outside of CARICOM as well.
Well, that hits on the point I was just going to ask to share some other exciting developments that the OECS is involved in at this time. So this is a chance to let us know, because I know there's something big coming up.
Yes, absolutely. We have a People Summit that is happening on July 29th. Now, this particular event is not just an event, it's a movement, it's an experience. What it is designed to do is look at leadership through times of crisis. So we're having some heavy hitter leaders talking about their leadership journey in terms of leaders of corporations, leaders of regions, leaders of nations. We have world-renowned keynote speaker Brian Tracy, who has over 6 million followers online, keynoting that event, and it's absolutely free. There's Paul Hamilton, Lisa Hanna, Ambassador Thompson, who will be talking about their leadership journeys. We have corporate giants, CEOs of corporate giants on there, Gervais Warner from the Massey Group and so forth, that is coming on. And what we really want to do is have the leaders show how vulnerable they are. What was their success matrix, pretty much? What were the moments when they lost and they picked up themselves, you know? And that's what we're trying to push, the whole thrust of human development through leadership. Because when you look at it, the Caribbean has taken such a bad hit, from disasters, to crime and violence, to the pandemic. And it really took leaders who led from the front, who led from the back, those who morphed into anything that was necessary just to ensure that they ushered their teams, nations, and regions to success. And that is what the People's Summit is about. Persons can register at oecspeoplesummit.vfairs.com, and it's absolutely free. And who don't want to listen to Brian Tracy? It's going to be amazing.
Some so. Wow, that sounds fantastic. I love it. More power to you, Lisa. We want to thank you so much for joining us on OMG Live. It's been amazing to have you here tonight. And please spread the word in Jamaica, St. Lucia, and all of the OECS about OMG Live, and join us anytime you want. Stay safe and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was powerful.
Wow.
That was so powerful.
The entire Caribbean should be like that.
Yes. And she talked about leadership, and we're talking about leadership with Akka, and it's all connected.
I was going to throw it in there, but I said Penny stop.
Yes. All right. So what are fans on social media?
What's happening on social media?
Oh, so social media is on fire, you all. You know, we have Brenda Batiste says, when the Big Island left the Federation, we small islanders had to mobilize. So OECS Secretariat is that dynamism. That is so correct. Kirk Cambridge is there too. Hi, Kirk, from everyone here. Dawn Victor says, very interesting show today. And she is missing Vaughnette's soothing voice. Next time we will keep Vaughnette and let her give you her soothing voice.
Yes, we let her soothe.
Yes, but it's on fire. Everybody's really a lot of flags, and Vaughnette says great interview. So really interesting.
Everybody there. Right, people, guess what? Guess what? We're going for the Game Time Challenge. The OMG Game Time Challenge!
All right, everybody, let's go. Today we have What's the Capital of Challenge. We will show you a Caribbean island, and you have to tell us the name of the capital of the island. So get ready to know your Caribbean.
Now, people, if you get the answer right, you can ask one of us on the panel a question. If you don't have to ask a question. You don't have to. You will learn something, I am sure, because I learned something from these answers. I know some of them. I was like, what? So you learn something. Richard, you're up?
Yes, I hear.
The first one.
What's the capital of Bahamas?
Bahamas. Ding, ding, ding. Right, three people.
I can't guess, right?
No, you can't. Guess. Right, quickly, people. That's an easy one. That is an easy one. I'm sure you're going to get an answer. You all just look, you'll get an answer. What is the capital of Bahamas?
And it's not the Atlantis Hotel.
Michelle, Derek says Nassau. Nassau.
Derek, you have a question. You can ask anyone on the panel. Second clip.
Derek.
Second clip, Stephen. Nassau is right.
What's the capital of Barbados?
That should be easy.
Yeah, that one easy too, Stephen. Not easy.
Okay. Lockdown.
I think so.
I think I know. My lucky niece is getting to go to Barbados for a month, y'all.
Nigel Holder says Bridgetown first.
Right. Nigel is one there.
He's correct.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. So Nigel gets to ask a question.
Yay.
Right. So we have two questions, but we're moving on. That was great.
That's it. Oh, look, one more. What's the capital of Aruba, Penny?
Oh, that one is
hard. This one I did not. I don't know. I feel bad. I did not know this one, to be honest. I did not know.
I didn't know this one, and I didn't tell me why I didn't know this one.
and the audience here know yet.
Yeah. And while the audience doing that, we're gonna move on.
Yes, let's check out our next segment coming to your screens.
Well, you Google the answer quick.
In today's trailer, we follow a suburban housewife and her best friend as they hatch an illegal coupon club scheme that scams millions of corporations and delivers millions from corporations and delivers deals to legions of fellow coupon clippers. Here is Queen Pins.
Total's $138.55.
Is it?
It's like 1,000 coupons. Your trophy.
Yo, yo, yo! It's time to save with JoJo. Is it hot in here? Or is it just me? It's you. Mom!
We have a mountain of debt.
Is this the best we're ever gonna do? How come I'm so broke? The system has set us up to fail.
You know who gets rewarded? People who don't follow the rules. It's time we start bending them a little.
Where did you get these?
When you send these companies a complaint, they send you a coupon for free stuff. All of these free coupons come from one factory.
It's like Robin Hood. We gotta steal these coupons and sell them to families who really need them. That's money in the bank.
Dirty! Baby, I got you money. Don't you worry.
I am the loss prevention officer. Thousands of these coupons, they're getting mailed out all over the country. We need boots on the ground ASAP.
Oh, baby. Simon Kilmer, U.S. Postal Inspector.
They said that they were sending the FBI. What do? You carry mail around or something?
That would be a mailman. They carry the mail. I carry a gun. We are investigating a counterfeit coupon ring costing companies tens of millions of dollars.
We need someone who's had experience with this sort of thing.
We gotta spread this shit out. I'm talking bank accounts, credit cards, a stash house, and aliases.
Could you say it all again and like much slower?
And do you have like a pad just to write it down?
No, get out.
Okay,
We don't wing it, but we got it.
You gotta let me in on this thing. Who's the girl, Earl?
I think it's pretty clear that Earl doesn't know.
Call a sketch artist!
Call a sketch artist?
Yeah,
Like, who do you think she is? Kaiser Soze?
We're queen pins, bitch.
Coupons aren't about what you buy. It's about the feeling you get. They call it the coupon high. Supposedly it's better than intimacy with another person. Or so I've been told.
Sorry, have you not used a coupon or have you not had sex?
What happened?
The website is way too easy to trace back to you. Is there anything else I should know about?
I don't think so.
No.
Well,
Yo, yo, yo! It's time to save with JoJo. I mean, how could they trace
It back to your face.
My face is right on it.
I have to see that.
I love this storyline. It's so unique. It's such a unique storyline.
Yes,
We have two answers that are very close for the last question. So can I just let you all know that Rule Jean Scarlett said Orangestad, spelled Orangestad, and Paigey Page said Orangestad, spelled Orangedtad. Who won?
The first one.
So
Whatever
Rule
yours is.
Jean Scarlett won. Yay, Rule Jean. The
So
question.
any questions yet? Any questions
None.
yet? No questions yet. So we're moving on.
Oh, actually, no. There's one question, but from Derek Dean. He said, "What was the rationale in creating this great show?" So, Richard, probably you could answer that because it doesn't.
Oh, Stephen is here. You can answer that.
Stephen probably could.
We can hear his voice.
Yeah.
Rationale, I think, is really to build community, build a Caribbean community, and start connecting with all the other islands and regularly sharing with people. I think we don't have that experience every week anyway, So we want to be
That was
back.
a great question.
Yeah.
And we want to be the pioneers.
Yes.
Very nice.
So we were thinking.
Ladies, what have you been thinking? Hello, that's the next thing.
All right. So, what have we been thinking, ladies? Camille, what have you been thinking?
I've been thinking that, do you all know how many unrest happened the last 2 weeks? Do you all know how many countries are going through political and social unrest? You have Cuba, you have Haiti, you have South Africa, you have Iraq. Colombia was a little bit lower, a little bit further back. But what I was thinking is that no matter what is going on in the Caribbean, we are a blessed and fortunate place. That is what I was thinking.
There was some of the unrest. I mean, Cuba and Haiti are in the Caribbean.
Yeah, but still, overall, the Caribbean is because look at what happened. Even in Cuba, that happened, but almost immediately after, there's a little settling of it. Of course, it will always go on because Cuba is very complicated. Haiti is a different story by itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very true. We are blessed, and there's so much resistance, and I think people are just, besides their history, they're tired of this COVID and of the lockdowns and of the economic strife that it's causing, and that's what's fueling a lot of it.
Well, I've been thinking about that football match the other day with England and Italy, and the racist diatribe that came out from people against the three black players on the team, and it was so disgusting. I thought that they really embarrassed England, and I cannot believe in 2021 people behaving like that still for a game. And they came second, so she should be proud. You know, they did well. Why you had to make sour a good thing?
I know, I so agree with you, Penny. That was so disappointing. So we have race, we have unrest, and meanwhile, I am thinking about the vaccine. I'm still thinking about the vaccine because Trinidad is embarking on another massive vaccine drive starting tomorrow, and cultural workers have an opportunity, cultural and artists, we have an opportunity to go and get vaccinated if you choose. So, you know, I've decided that I'm going to take the vaccine. So I'll be going to take it, y'all. I made my personal choice. And Friday, they've called all the cultural artists and stuff down. So that's what I've been thinking a lot about that.
Yeah. Good. The vaccine, it's the same thing. I was going to mention that. And, you know, there is a drive now called Let's Do It for Tomorrow. And it's about building vaccine confidence, and it's aligned with some really powerful universal initiatives to make people trust the process and trust the vaccine and trust the providers, so that we can try our best to get back to a space where we can, because now it's going to reach a point where if you're not vaccinated, you're not entitled to things. So you're kind of losing your personhood. We don't really want to go to that, you know. So people should really get involved in positioning themselves for tomorrow.
Richard, you said something important there, that it's about trust. And I think that's what took me so long to make decisions, because you have to read everything and who and what to trust. It's difficult out there. We have to get trust. Yes, I agree.
Thank you all very much. Any more questions? You have any more questions?
Yes, we actually have the two questions. So from Jean Scarlett, I have to pronounce it that way. My question is for Richard Young. What is your fantasy wedding, Richard?
What is my fantasy wedding?
Wedding, yeah. I am just...
I always get these kind of difficult kind of
They love you. They love you.
My fantasy wedding would definitely be having the people that I care about around me celebrating my move into a partnership, and the endorsement of that is really going to elevate me, because a lot of us, just to do a little snippet of something I saw on AGT, this woman with such a powerful voice was not able to even identify that she's worth it until she got the response, having ventured onto the stage with something that you know to be talent, and she didn't feel it, you know. So a wedding would be, the fantasy would be that I would be accepted and I would be celebrated
surrounded by family
and surrounded by love. And so that's my fantasy.
And we'll all be there. Yay!
What was a beach wedding?
Do we have time for the last question?
Yes.
Because it's a question.
Yeah, we do.
All right. So it's from Nigel Holder, and he asks, is there anything happening with theatre in Trinidad as the borders are being opened? So both you and Cecilia can take that.
If there's anything happening in Trinidad?
Well, the
in
borders
theater in Trinidad as the borders are being opened.
With theater.
I heard that they're doing a video to tell people what health direction you have to go in. I think that's the only thing I heard, that there's a video coming up.
And we all are fighting to get a part. No, the borders are opening, which means people can move in and out, but not necessarily. The theaters are not opened, and no entertainment. Nothing is opened yet in Trinidad. So yeah, and we can still only gather in groups of 5. We still have an SOE. So all of that have to be curtailed before we can get together and film. Look at us. We are all filming in Zoom in our own rooms right now. We can't wait for the day that we will all get together again. And we'll let you know, Nigel, as soon as we have a show. First to know.
Today, we're going to leave you. We're going to leave you. Vaughnette, we miss you.
Yes, we miss you so much, Vaughnette.
I hope everything is okay with your family member. And I know you didn't stay away because you wanted to. Right. Anyway, today we leave you with Toronto-based Miguel Mestre. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Maestre, I think it could be Maestro, Maestri. Yeah.
Maestri. Right. New track is dedicated to all soca fans and international lovers of carnival culture around the world, entitled...
What?
Carnival, I miss you. I understand a song like that.
Hi, Ali
Simon. Hi, Ali Simon.
Hi.
I'm reading some Facebook.
Love you, page. Please like, subscribe, and share our show. We want to see you and your peeps join us next week and take part in our show Wednesday at 8 p.m. right here on OMG.
Yes. And next Wednesday at 8 p.m. on OMG TT on Facebook and OMG TV TT on YouTube. Got it.
I want to remind people, your children for August vacation, there is Camp Tipitambo.
Tipitambo.
Yes, if you want to get your child in touch with Trinidad and our culture and our folklore and our history in a fun way, come to Camp Tipitambo, 683-4843. Okay, ladies, bye. That's all we have tonight.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Bye.
Hey, how I miss me carnival. But let me tell you this. When carnival come back again, I go party with all of my friends. I go hold on a girl, Israel Bacchanal, all the run go tell all of them. I just want to wine on something. Leave me, let me grind on something. All over the girl, and free me, let me wine, yeah. I just want to jam on something. Find me in the van on something. So come let we party. I want to get a wassy. I lit a fet again. I want to fet again. Oh, how I long to fet again. Yeah, yeah. I need to fet again. I'm feeling to fet again. I want to fet again. Oh, how I long to fet again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Carnival, I miss you. And I know that you miss me too. Carnival, I need you. But I know that we'll see you soon. Cause I just can't describe the feeling that you bring. When I hear my people sing, it makes me feel alive. When the iron play for the body, hey, I just want to wine on something.